what I experienced with the gateway tapes if you don't have the tapes to experience it yourself. Tape 13, the liftoff exercise, take 2. Okay, so I wasn't wrong when I thought the energy conversion box piece of this tape was extra long. It's extra long. I put all my fears and angst in the energy conversion box, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna turn around, because in the initial exercise of this, you turn around, you shut the lid, turn around, and you stare at a light. And that's what I did for a long time. So I knew right then and there that I was right, and I wasn't like miscalculating the time last time I did this. Secondly, I was really happy with how I did the resonant tuning. So that's the white light in through your nose, filling with white light, chanting out and blowing out. And I always imagine gray smoke. So I did that, and I really got the energy flowing, if you will. I was like, after it was done, my head was buzzing, which I think is the really correct way to do that, because if I remember right from like, I don't know, tape 1, tape 2, they want the energy flowing like to your head. And I just noticed a lot of different things about the intro, the pre-preparatory process with this liftoff tape. It's the first exercise in the Freedom exercise series. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. Obviously, as I go through this and do more Freedom exercises, I'll let you know. I then, did the energy, the reball, the balloon, which is basically the point of this exercise, but as part of the pre-preparatory process, you always do your reball. So I did that. And then I saved my affirmation, or the intent of my affirmation, because I still don't know the affirmation by heart. And then you go into focus 10. And so I sat there, and the funny thing is I was laying in my bed, like I always do. I think, there's a video on here of my setup. And I was laying there, and the fan was on really low, and my hands were freezing and my feet were freezing. And so instead of having this be really annoying and really wanting more blankets or something and interrupting my whole preparatory process, I said, okay, this is part of the experience, and at least by having cold hands and feet, I can tune in to that sensation to keep me from clicking out. So that's kind of how I got over my cold hands and feet. I will also say, he says, I will meet you in phase 10. So I did, or focus 10. So I did my focus 10, and I, was really relaxed. And then I heard, definitely was hearing the hemi-sync going on. Like, I didn't hear it last time. I don't know where the hell I was, but it was there. It was prominent. And for me to get into focus 10, fully relaxed, body asleep, mind awake, was easy. And then I really heard the hemi-sync. Like, it was really long, of just a long pause. And I took that as a sign just to really relax into focus 10, but way longer than I remember phase 10. Why do I keep calling it phase 10? That's a game. That's one of my favorite games, by the way. Focus 10, way longer. And then it had the binaural beats, the hemi-sync going. And I was just there, and I was like, oh, how did I miss this last time? But I did. And then he comes in eventually. I think this tape is like 33 minutes. I want to say by now we're at like, I don't know. This is my perceived time in this hypnotic state. We're over halfway through of this, and we haven't even gotten into the exercise yet. So he comes in and he does the awareness. And so this time I just really focused as if I was coming off the bed. My awareness, right? You're supposed to have your awareness in your energy balloon and bring it away from you and separate it. So I did that. And then that was the first time I was like doing good. And the second time I clicked out. So it went from freezing cold, I am kind of riled up, to clicking out. That's how crazy this hemi-sync state puts you in. And then when I came to, it is a weird sensation when you are in phase 10, focus 10, and you come to, and your body, it's like you were clicked out, but you were kind of there. And then your body, like the whole sensation of your body being like, oh, I'm awake now, and not the physical act of like waking up. and just being like, oh yeah, I'm still in phase 10. It's a weird physical like sensation. It's like your whole body like comes to life when you click out, you come back. Something I haven't really talked about, but it happens every time. And another cool thing for this session is I got the head tingles. And when, for me, because again, I have been doing meditation now for like 2 years. And I know I'm in a good session for my personal body when I get head tingles and they're isolated. This isn't because I got the chills or the shivers. And it literally feels, if you just do this to your head softly, that's literally what head tingles feel like in a meditative state. And again, now my hair's all crazy. From what I have read is it's your crown chakra opening. So that happened. The awareness piece. So on the third time he does the awareness lift off exercise, right? Coming out, your awareness coming outside of your body. I heard the train, which I live pretty far away from the train, but it's in my neighborhood. And it was funny, synchronicity, that I heard it on the third time, because it was almost like a sign that says, bring your awareness out and go look at the train. So I did. And I imagined in my mind what the train would look like, as if I was like above it looking down. Because if you remember last time I did this, I got to the treetops. Like I got above my body, then I got to my roof, and then I got to treetops. And I think I remember reading in the manual, it says like your awareness will expand and you'll get further away. So I got way further away from my house, all the way over to the train. We are done with the lift off. Then you relax back into like the focus 10. Again, I'm thinking this is a pretty long time. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I love just sitting there in focus 10, listening to the hemi-sync and relaxing there. But I did have something really weird happen to me. So I brought my computer because I plug in my headphones, my old school headphones. I plug them into my computer because it's an older Mac. And it's open and the recordings are playing. So this is what I heard. Can you hear that? It's definitely like a Mac sound. Like if you ever, this is a weird material. I heard a like that. Okay. I was like, well, that's weird. Why is my computer popping? And then maybe 2 minutes later, I heard and it almost freaked me out where I wanted to open my eyes, but I was like, no, I am safe. No, I am safe. No, I am safe. It is fine. This is fine. This is part of the experience. But I don't know what on earth that could have been. I don't know. I all of a sudden, I kind of got out of it, the really focused 10 state. And I was like, I hope my computer didn't catch on fire or something weird like that. And then I was like, oh my gosh, is there something in the room with me? I woke up, I was fine, I was safe. And I thought that was super weird. My computer doesn't pop. Macs, they don't pop. So wanted to share that. And so it was a spicy one. I'll take it. And I'm going to do this one again because you're supposed to do it several times before you're really comfortable with the lift off exercise.